show. Talk it out show. Talk it out show. Talk it out. Talk it out.
Yeah, talk it out, trying to figure out the facts. We over here doing everything with the rap.
Well, hello everybody. It's the Talk It Out show. You have things to talk about.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys know I'm always late on stuff. So I'm trying to catch up, and when I catch up, it's gonna mess up. But I'm right now on binge watching all these reality shows. I love reality shows.
Because I don't have time, so then I can listen to
I don't know why she doesn't have time. She sits at home, just put it on, and you can hear the stuff going on. It'll draw you to it. Mm-hmm. So while she's doing her business, she could be actually watching this, and we could be having some good discussions, some good dialogue going on. But she's not, so this is like new to her. So I started watching because on the commercials, they're always showing Married to Medicine. And I was like, let me watch. So I went on Hulu, and it was like you had to pay for it because you had to do live stream, and I wasn't doing all that.
Oh, wow.
So I went to my Xfinity, and I didn't know there was two Married with Medicine. There's Married with Medicine, the original, and that's Atlanta Housewife. Okay. Like Atlanta, not Housewife. Mm-hmm. And then there's one in L.A.
So why is it called Married to Medicine? Is they're married to doctors and stuff?
Yes, and then there's some doctors on there as well.
Wait, oh my God, are these like black women?
Yeah.
I think I've watched this before.
Oh, like see, now we're gonna do something.
I think I know someone who was into it, and I've seen it at one time.
Okay, so it starts off really good.
Are some of the women doctors too?
Yeah, so I just said that. Are you not listening?
No, I thought
you said they're married to doctor. I said some of them are doctors.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Okay, yes. Okay,
and then you went, was it went on there?
Then that must be it then.
Okay, so anyway, I was watching it. So I'm starting with Married with Medicine, the Atlanta version. And I'm going to tell you the good stuff that goes on there. So I'm going to tell you everybody's name. And I had to do it this way with the naming because, okay, you guys are probably way on season 8 and I'm on season 1, okay? Okay. So let's just get that dirty. So these people might not still be on season 8.
Okay.
Because I'm on season 1, okay? I just want everybody to know you going with me on my journey. Yes. Not on your journey or everybody else's journey.
Lydia's journey.
My journey, okay? And I've been getting addicted to these things. I don't know. It's like addiction. It's like I'm on crack or heroin. I don't know.
So reality shows.
And I like reality shows because, let me explain why I like reality shows. I like reality shows because I get to learn some of the stuff that's behind the scenes that you don't know and don't understand, okay?
Yes, that's true.
So I'm always about learning, but then the drama be coming out, and I mean the arguments be coming, and it's so funny to me. So there's this lady named Mariah, and she starts out being kind of like the queen girl, Married with Medicine. Okay. And then her friend Carrie, I said Mariah Carrie. Yeah, Carrie. Yeah. Okay, so Carrie's a white lady. She's rich and, you know how you figure rich people used to be. That's how Carrie is. Okay. She's like that. Okay. And I guess you're in this community. You know how like we watched the game and how Melody had to be a part of the game, women of stuff. That's kind of like what the married.
Almost like a sorority type of thing.
Yes, and that's what the married. And that's how Basketball Wives is, and that's how all these people are. So just know they really do have these realities. And it's not really cliques, it's just. It is like a sorority. You can only be in it if you're married to medicine. That's crazy. Or you're part of the medicine. So there's, I said Mariah, there's Carrie, there's Toya, there's Quad. That's my girl. I love me some Quad. That girl cracks me. She kind of reminds me of Phaedra. But I can get with Quad better than I can get with Phaedra. But how they be having those weird sayings, I love their weird sayings. I really do. That's just awesome to me. So then there's Simone and Jackie. And Jackie, I think, is the one that actually helped deliver Eva's baby when she was in Atlanta, and Candy's baby when she was in Atlanta. And also, I think it was either Jackie or Simone. I don't know which one it was, but they're both doctors. Jackie and Simone are doctors. And they're both OBGYN doctors. Okay. And the rest of them are just the wives.
Okay, I love that.
And Quad just got married. So what happened, like the first episode is Mariah had a birthday party, and Quad and Mariah are best friends. And like I said, Quad, I just love her. But Quad, so you know how the girls are like, I wonder how she's gonna marry.
Yeah.
He's like, you know how back in the day you thought rich people talk like that and all that. That's what you had in your mind. That's how Toya and Carrie is. And then who else is it? I'm trying to give you some examples, but anyway. But they are always fighting. So they were being like bullies to Quad. Quad stood up. Quad really attacked Carrie more than anybody because Quad thought she was having they was going to be on good terms. But then like, I just want to know how you're going to act, and are you going to act, like that. So, and Quad just went off. So Quad doesn't like Toya and doesn't like. And so anyway,
is Quad like a real one? Like, is she more real or something?
She's real. She has the lingo to hang with the women. Okay. Better than Lydia does. She has that thing to. You don't have it either, but me and you do not have the lingo of those society. As much as I call you snooty and patootie, we do not. We do not have the lingo as those women. And it's really good. It's so funny because when I first started watching it, my nephew was over. Cisco. It was a Cisco. It wasn't Cisco.
Ciroc.
It was Ciroc. I don't know why it's Cisco. I'm thinking about you, Cisco. Come on over. Okay. But anyway, so Ciroc came over and he was like, oh my goodness, this stuff is entertaining. I was like, I know. He's like, I see why you being touched. I'm telling you, they be arguing. Well, last night, you was going to think it was going to be Quad acting a fool at the party. But who ended up throwing down? Mariah and Toya. Woo! They fought. Girl, they fought.
Fighting?
Woo! They was fighting.
Oh, my goodness.
Then they was pulling hair, and then the Quad had to try to break it up. The mama came in hitting the girl, hitting Toya with the purse. I said, beat her, because I was mad at Toya with Mariah. Because, I was already thinking, like, you stink, Because in my mind, and I'm just going to tell you, and I can be wrong, y'all, and I'm not afraid to say I'm wrong. I was just thinking, we're all black. We should be able to support each other and keep each other uplifted, not turn our nose down. We got enough people to do that on our own, But that's not the case. So anyway, what happened was Mariah, even though Mariah and Toya are not exactly the same, they've been cool for a long time.
Okay.
And so she had told her that, my daughter is not my husband's child. He adopted her, and she doesn't know about it. Oh. Toya goes to the salon and tells people about it. So now, they can get back to the daughter, even though she's young.
Right.
Because the parents can be saying, did to the kids, because how parents talk to their kids. Yeah. Like they grown. Yeah. And so they can get back to her, and they're like, you are not even thinking about how my daughter would react to it. If she's ready for this, why would you go tell that? And then Mariah, well, of course, Mariah's mom is straight on 10. She up there almost with Aunt Joyce, Mama Joyce. Yeah. So she's up there almost with her, but she really stink with her. She give you the stink. Anna. Oh my goodness. She give you the looks, and so she came up and told her, because it was like, oh, isn't Carrie's house beautiful? She was like, you was at Mariah's house and didn't say her house is beautiful, and she was like, no, we said it, because she's holding anger that you've done. Put her grandbaby out like that. But nobody's telling Toya this. So Toya, even right now, I'm on like episode 6, does not know that everybody's angry because you went to the barbershop to tell the people at the barbershop that Mariah is not her husband's child. Wow. And he adopted her. And my thing is, they have a right to tell when they want to tell. Yeah. And you should be able to tell your best friend. If I tell my best friend something, I really believe my best friend should keep their mouth closed and shut. Especially something not serious important, And if I haven't told my kids, I don't care if you believe I should tell my kids. If I haven't told my kids, I have every right to be wrong with my kids if I want to or right with them. Yeah. Don't. And she didn't, and I'm just going to tell you. It was a mess. Mm-hmm. And so right now Toya doesn't know. Mm-hmm. Toya just thinks you're mad because I told you need to get your mama in check. And stuff. And I think if Mariah went and got the news before the party, because she was getting ready for the party. Mm-hmm. And Mariah went and got the news before the party, her mama coming to her at that wouldn't have did nothing. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. But not knowing that you tried to do that with her daughter, she was really pissed. Yeah. Now I'm gonna just have to say, even though I like me some Mariah, Mariah, if you're gonna do a joint party with Carrie or anybody, which makes sense to me, if you're gonna do a party, then baby, you need to be there from the beginning. You don't show up 2 hours late to a party that you're planning with somebody else. So the person in the house got to do everything. And you're not there to do anything. Mariah, you was wrong. I'm going to have to let you know, snap it out because that is just wrong.
That is really wrong. Oh my
So I want to snap.
You snap?
Snap it out.
Okay.
You was wrong. You was. I mean, that just was really wrong. I mean, I'm not agreeing with everything, but I'm just like, Carrie kicked you out. And I think Carrie kicked you out more than Toya because you weren't there from the beginning. So you want to say, this is a party I'm throwing. How can you kick me out? Because I'm throwing this party with Mariah. No, Carrie. No, Carrie did it by herself. And she called you, and you never responded. You didn't say anything. You were wrong. Yeah. And I think that's one of the reasons why Carrie is so mad at you. I don't think Carrie would have cared too. I mean, she would have been embarrassed and everything about the fight, of course, in her house. Anybody would. But I think it was the point she probably would have listened to you more if you was there from the beginning. Mm-hmm. You were supposed to be at the house at 12. You came in at 9. The party started at 7. Wow. So when there was all the issues happening and people came in with the wrong cakes and all that, you weren't there to do anything. And every time she called you, even if you could have been there, you could have been answering the phone calls and saying, what? Don't be talking, my phone was off ringer. You knew you were planning a birthday party. You have been saying it for 2 or 3 weeks or 4 weeks or however long that you have been planning this party with Carrie, but then you weren't nowhere to be found when it was with Carrie. And you were wrong. And I think that's why Carrie's so angry. It's not just about the fight. It's just that you weren't there from the beginning. You came 2 hours late. You didn't even apologize for being late. Mm-hmm. She had all these people here to do the dancing at this time and this time. And she couldn't do anything because your husband's not there. And it's your husband and her husband's birthday party. And you didn't give any respect for that.
That is horrible.
So I think that's what it was. You know, because at first I was like, when I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, I can't stand Carrie. I can't stand Carrie. And I think it's just the way she talks. Yeah. That's what I don't like about Carrie. Mm-hmm. But Carrie is right. She did everything by herself. Yeah, and if you say you're going to be there at 12, even if you're not girl, I'm running late, I'm going to try to go. I'm going to have to get dressed there and take a shower. It's all right if I get dressed and take a shower there. Yeah. I'm going to come. We're going to get this stuff together. Yeah. You know, we're going to get this party trauma. You ain't. Yeah. She shouldn't be doing it by herself.
That would just annoy me so bad.
You know?
Oh, my God. I don't know if I didn't want to talk to that person anymore because that's just like such a big burden on one person.
It did.
Oh my
God. Oh, it did. And so that's all I got for you now on Married to Medicine. But I hope you stay tuned.
Want to watch? I don't know what will. That would
well, you know, when I come back, I'm gonna have some more because I try to watch a whole bunch of shows before coming back. You know, and I always want to do it when my sister's here so I could get her and tuned in. Because if I can start making her watch some of these shows with me, then we could probably be on the phone talking about it and argue like, and then we could come back and come out. But you know, right now it's really hard to get her to watch stuff, so we just sit here.
And I'm listening to you like you like me to.
I would like you to talk it out with me, like the name of the show.
Yeah.
Talk it out.
I did.
Like, you know, talk it out. Anyway, we love you, and we will talk to you later. Don't forget about Lydia and Joanne. We're always there, and check us out on our podcast.
Yes.
Talk it out, show, talk it out.